Warning. A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you because I believe that what he said to be true. He said, "We're here for a good time, not a long time, so have a good time. The sun can't shine every day." If you do not find this video entertaining, then you are taking life way too seriously. If you have a complaint about any episode, please book an appointment with the therapist. Cheers, dudes. That's Dzuud.
That's Dzuud. And who are you?
I guess I'm Dzuud.
Dzuud. Dzuud.
That's a French dude. And welcome to Lazyboys Night.
Oh yeah!
Oh, he's been watching the show. He's a fan.
All right, that's awesome.
I've watched a few episodes.
So what are we drinking here? This is the.
I put the can away right away.
We don't have our little table like usual. This is the Final Bow Porter from Overflow Brewery.
Oh, Overflow Brewery. I want to talk about that. So.
Talk about it, dude.
I want to talk about, first of all, right here, folks, do that.
Oh, yes,
Right?
yes.
So you definitely
click
need
the
to
subscribe. Yeah.
Right? And over here,
Like and share.
remember, like the Fonz, they got to like and share. But, as always with a special guest, you know what you have to do to our special guest? You got to ring his bell.
Ring the bell,
Ring the
baby.
bell.
So ring his bell. All right?
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
watch this. It's awesome, right? And we'll see you very shortly. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Two guys talking, saying anything, nothing new to say, talking anyway. Start yammering, can't hear a thing, nothing I can do. So let's have one more brew. One more brew. Let's have one more brew. One more brew. Stop talking, try listening, try anything, try whistling. There you go again, saying anything, nothing I can do. So let's have one more brew. One more brew. Let's have one more brew. One more brew.
All right. Let's have a taste.
Very nice.
That is very nice.
I love a good porter. I gotta say, I love a good porter. And
That's not a very strong porter.
It's not very strong, but
grab the
it's-
cans now.
It's not particularly
Overflow
strong,
Brewery.
but it's got a nice finish. I find.
5%. Not too much. Just a nice drink.
That is, you know what? If you want to taste what an actual porter tastes like, this would be it. This is a classic.
It's got a
porter
really
taste.
nice finish. I find it doesn't go down to, because sometimes they're a little on the heavy side.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And-
Do you
no.
not listen to us when I'm talking?
No,
And
To
nice.
us.
I've learned to tune you out.
28 IBU. It's good taste.
Oh,
Yeah. No, very nice.
IBU, he's getting technical, eh?
He's a beer snob.
He is. Yeah, well, he's a. I prefer the term connoisseur. now.
Connoisseur.
Oh, are we
Yes.
switching from beer snob to
I think
connoisseur?
so. Connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Dude's gonna have to make a new graphic now. Beer connoisseur.
he's just gonna use the same one, just change the wording.
Probably.
Lazy dude. He's a real lazy boy. Okay, so this beer specifically, dude told me that he picked it out for multiple reasons.
What
right?
are those multiple reasons?
How many reasons? Multiple? Okay, so there's a few. So, reason number one is that the actual title of the beer grabbed him when he saw it, thought of our special guest. So, we'll get into what our special guest actually is here for, right?
He does something kind of special.
We're going to get to that. But when you saw the image, we introduced the beer, and you saw the little close-up, dude, can you just pop it up again just for fun? Just pop up the image of the beer. See that, folks? Okay, so the show has to do with our special guest, which is awesome. Great thinking. But it comes from Overflow Brewery. Overflow Brewery actually has an amazing tap room, has a great stage, and has great musical guests that show up. So all of this being said, Dude wanted to make sure that you got a beer from Overflow that had to do with entertainment. And what do you do in the entertainment world?
I dabble in a little bit of music playing.
Dabble. He's being modest. He
Yeah.
does more than dabble.
So I play drums in a little, I guess we'll call it alternative indie rock band in Ottawa. It's a 3-piece. We're called the Vice Parade.
Vice
You
Parade.
That's right there on the hat.
Shameless plug for.
That's
Oh,
not
no,
a
no, no.
shameless plug.
There's not shame. There's no shame on this show.
Full disclosure on this, folks. I actually went to see the Vice Parade live in concert. You guys were phenomenal. That was
Thank you.
one of the major reasons why I actually wanted to either have all of you, one of you, somebody, and I'm super happy you're here. This is awesome because you guys, I watch them, folks. Here's a link. Go check them out on YouTube. There's also, where else can you find your music?
So we're on all the streaming platforms: iTunes, Apple Music,
Spotify,
Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, you name it.
So what really impressed me is when I saw you guys live. One, I adore your music. I love the style,
Thank you.
and it was one of those things where I'm a huge alternative fan. I love alternative music. The station in the Hollywood Hills that I listen to the most is all alternative. But you guys have a niche and a sound that I have never heard before. And in the best possible way, I'm going, I recognize the style, but it is 100% you guys.
It's their take on the style,
Yeah.
so it's fits in this genre, but it's still unique and original. And
That's very
you
kind.
you so you saw them live. I think you have a little clip, right?
Dude, play it. Okay, when I was there, I filmed it because they played one of my favorite songs, and this is it, folks. Check it out. Play it, dude.
Outside World.
Yeah, Outside World. Play it now. Right? So that was live, so you can hear
That's damn good.
You can hear everybody in the background, obviously of the crowd and everything else, but you have a good feel of what they play. And when you're there in person, you guys sound the same, man. When I listened to you guys for me, it was on YouTube. You know, that's when I started off listening to you. And when I saw you guys, I was like, okay, I know what's going on. I hear the first few notes, and I'm like, freaking yeah, that's going to be playing. And the vibe was awesome in that place. So I think pushing it to for overflow tap room, being able to play in that venue, you guys would rock that place. That would be freaking awesome. I'd be the first one to be there.
Well, we're just getting started. So we've played 2 shows in Ottawa. The first one was at the Dome, where you saw the clip just now. But it's a passion project, just like you guys.
We know about passion
You
projects.
need the passion projects. Otherwise,
Yeah.
life is just work, home,
Yeah.
eat, sleep, and
Most people in the entertainment business, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I doubt it, is all passion. Because most people don't make a massive living out of it. That's like a minute percentage.
If you're
Most
lucky enough to
people-
make a living in entertainment,
Oh.
trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You're very, very, very fortunate, but you're one of the rare breed. So,
So it all has to be
you
passion.
have to. I think it's passion even for the people who make it as a living, because they started as passion.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not taking that
but
away.
the thing is, you got to keep at it, because you never know when all of a sudden someone in the crowd with influence or some kind of power, some kind of authority says, you know what? I like these guys.
Yeah.
Boom! All of a sudden, next thing you know, you're on freaking like right now. One of the big bands from Ottawa that just came out is Talk. You've heard of Talk?
No, I have not.
They've got they had a hit single that was like #1 worldwide, "Runaway to Mars,"
Right.
and within a
I didn't
year,
even know they were Ottawa.
they're Ottawa
Hollywood
based.
Hills.
Within a year, they went from being a little garage band to being international superstars, signed a major record label, and have been headlining all over and all this.
Right.
And they were in the same boat you were a year ago.
So
A
it's
year
just
and a
like
half. So
it's
you
just like
never
making
know.
beer, man.
So you guys are actually
it
going
all
to see.
starts in the garage.
You guys are going to see the Vice Parade now before they make it big, because it's going to happen. And then you'll be like, I remember when I saw them on Lazyboys night,
Right.
when it was Dzuud and the dudes, and boom, oh my God.
Yeah.
So this is pretty sweet. So what's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, normally when we have a very special guest, we like to do a crappy bowl of mystery. Ooh. And I was wondering if you'd be up for it.
Absolutely.
A crappy ball of mystery.
But
But
here's the issue.
oh,
We've been talking, and all I can think about is how I discovered. How I discovered. Yeah, it's a word.
it is a word.
discovered,
You
not a
speak
word.
like- you speak like you're an agent. I discovered these guys.
No. Shush. How I personally discovered for
There.
myself my
Qualifier.
own
A journey of self-discovery.
my own personal, whatever. Shush. So, is I saw you on Facebook
Right.
playing guitar, acoustic,
Oh yeah.
most of the times. And
Dzuud
you're
does a
singer
lot
as
of
well.
solo stuff.
Again, another passion project.
See?
During the, I gotta say, during the pandemic, that was something that was very cathartic for me. I was, took the acoustic guitar out, and I rediscovered a lot of the songs that I used to listen to during, when I grew up. And so it was really a lot of fun to take those songs out one at a time, kind of rediscover the joy of those songs, and so.
That's funny. That's how we got Lazyboys
Yeah.
up and running again during the pandemic, because we wanted to have a Lazyboys night, but not just for ourselves, for
To
everybody
share
out there,
the
just
joy
to share
with
the joy.
friends,
Exactly.
family, whoever
So-
wanted to watch.
Exactly. So before we do a crappy, I'm gonna ask you a question. You can say yes or no. It's up to you.
No
Not
pressure.
putting pressure.
No pressure.
Just saying. I would love, and I'm sure our viewers watching right now, as well as Dude and Dude, would you be willing to play a live acoustic song for us?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah!
Sweet! Yes!
I could do that.
That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do, I'm super excited. I gotta come down. Okay, so,
Put down your beer.
I'm no pro here.
put down your
guys,
beers.
so-
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, what we're gonna do is one of my favorite things.
He's
Right?
pretty good at this.
I love doing magic.
Am I
Get-
gonna
get
just
your
be
hands
like-
ready?
Am I
So-
gonna just show up with a?
Yeah, I'm gonna set you up. Okay, so you ready for this?
I've
Okay,
seen
how-
this before, but
It's-
I'm curious to
Okay.
know how it works.
You can either keep your eyes open to see when it
I have
happens.
to wiggle my nose.
No, that's
No.
me.
Okay.
No Samantha here.
Or you can leave. You can decide. You can close your eyes,
Okay.
let it happen,
Okay.
or you can just see what's gonna happen.
Ready for it.
But you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're setting you up in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. That was weird but cool. Thank you. Okay, here we go. This one called Just Breathe. Yes, I understand that every life must end.
Isn't that cool?
That was cool.
First of all, congratulations.
Yeah, woo!
Just
Yeah,
played
man.
by Pearl Jam as interpreted by Dzuud.
Thank you.
Dzuud.
So you want to give a shout out to your other bandmates while we're here, so they know who's in the band?
Yeah,
exactly?
so we're a three-piece band. As I said, I play the drums, but we have Jean Tessier, who's on vocals and bass, and Chris Ellis, who is the master guitarist and engineer behind the Vice Parade sound.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
So-
Jan has a very, very unique voice as well.
So I was going to
Very
clarify.
distinguished.
You sing when you do your solo stuff, but oh yeah, that's your beer.
So,
Oh,
no, here,
no.
that's
Oh,
yours.
But with Vice
Yes,
Parade,
right,
so
you're
with
gonna
Vice
take my
Parade,
guess?
you don't actually do lead
Cheers.
vocals.
Thank you
You're-
very much, by the way.
Yeah.
Continue.
So Vice Parade, you're not actually lead vocals. You're
I'm
backup vocals
Backup vocals on certain songs.
and drums.
Correct.
So you're multi-talented. You drum, you play guitar, you sing, you back up other people. Anything else you do?
I play the radio.
I can do that.
Oh,
I can.
man. I can only play the
Okay,
AM.
ready to do a crappy bowl?
I am ready.
Okay, that
All
was
right.
awesome. Thank you so much, by the way. That was awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
So do you want to pick it, or you want me to read it, and you just want to fill?
I'm happy to do whatever.
Okay.
Paint my house.
Well, no.
Too late.
Caveats. Okay, so what do we have?
Dude. Thanks, man.
But just to warn you, Dude has not been vetting these lately, so it might actually be a very crappy question.
Oh man, it's a long one too. I'm happy you got it.
Oh, it's,
Okay, it says, don't show the question
so
to
don't tell us
dude
what it
or
is.
dude,
Just read it silently.
and tell him to pick the next question. And whatever his opinion is, you must give the harsh opposite.
Oh.
All right, so the don't tell part obviously gonna.
Yeah. So
You shouldn't write that if you don't want me to read it.
exactly.
I'm just literally doing what I
You know what
told
this
you.
reminds me of? Is years ago I was auditioning for a movie, and this one guy was like reading the stage directions with the script, and says, when it says stare intently at someone, he's like, he says the scene, and then he says,
Stare
he
intently.
says, and we're like,
So, okay,
Okay.
let's see. Let's see if there's any caveats on this one that I shouldn't be reading
Yeah.
before. All right.
I'm gonna change these chairs, dude. We gotta go shopping. It's driving me nuts.
All right, this one comes
We
from
need to go shopping for new chairs.
from Kiki from Italy.
Oh.
Kiki from Italy. Oh, we've gone international beyond the U.S. borders.
Damn.
Nice.
So Kiki would like to know, which one should have never existed, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh,
That's a geek question.
Mega geek question.
Wow.
First, are you
I'm not going to be able to contribute to this conversation.
You're not a geek?
Unfortunately, no.
Not for either one of them.
No.
So he can take a harsh
Yeah, but
position.
even on your limited knowledge,
Yeah. Very limited.
very
I'm
limited.
aware of it. I've watched some of,
Okay,
each.
so
but-
even based on that, you had to wipe one clean.
Mhm.
What would be your first gut instinct?
Yeah, I'd probably wipe Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm thinking most people would, because the Star Trek fan base is way smaller than the Star Wars fan
Oh,
base.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree?
go.
I
You're going based on the
disagree.
last freaking question. That's why.
I want a lively debate here, so
Shut
I
up!
disagree.
You think that the fan base for Star Trek is bigger than Star Wars,
Dude,
or equal to?
I think the fan base for Star Trek is actually probably larger. The original sci-fi conventions started specifically as a Star Trek convention. All these Comic Cons, all these owe their existence to the original sci-fi convention, which was a Star Trek based convention. Star Trek they had the original show in the 60s. And then in the 80s, they had Next Gen, followed by Deep Space Nine, followed by Voyager. So they ran from the mid-80s to the late 90s.
And they had all
nonstop.
their movies.
And
How many
again,
movies? Dude, how many movies did they have overall? Thanks.
10.
You say 10?
No, 10, no, plus the reboots, 13.
Oh, they know before you do anyways.
With the
Sorry.
reboots, 13, and then you've got new series out now.
Which one do you think he
There
would wipe
are
out?
huge series.
How many Star Trek books do you have?
I don't have any of the books.
Ha! Case in point. See you next week, folks. Nice seeing you.
Here's the thing. Star Wars is science fantasy. Star Trek is science fiction.
Like Barbarella?
No, Barbarella is
Science
Science TNA is what Barbarella was. Yeah, check her out. Jane Fonda when she was...
Just the opening sequence. Just 10 minutes, and then most of you would be spent, and you'll go do something else after.
But Star Trek spans so many more franchises, such a longer period, appeals to so many more things. Star Wars was really... George Lucas had a great idea. They had 3 good movies. Then they had 3 terrible prequels. Then they had 3 okay sequels. Throw in a couple of mid-rim things in there, some of which flopped. And then they had a great literary backlog, a catalog that was basically scrapped because of the new movies. They said, no, all these stories don't exist anymore. And you're like, screw
Okay,
you.
yeah, no, it's... Okay, tread lightly, man. You're going into, like, the Disney Star Wars... And,
Yeah, it pissed me off.
You're gonna aggravate me. I'm gonna Hulk out.
I aggravate
throw
with
shit
you.
around. And
I
I'm gonna
aggravate
leave.
with you. I agree with you.
Don't piss me off on the whole Disney Star Wars.
ruined it.
Alright.
They ruined it.
No, it's garbage.
So because of all that garbage,
Fine.
screw Star Wars.
Yeah, but
keep
Star Trek's starting to do that woke garbage as
If
well.
I may.
Yeah.
Star Trek has always been woke.
Let's ask the viewers to comment
Oh,
on the video.
see, yeah.
Add comments. Let them
But
know what you think about
Star
this.
Trek has
Drop it.
always been
If
woke.
you can wipe one of the 2 out, which one would it be? Please comment. Let us know.
But
We want to
also
know
why.
Now here's the thing. Oh.
See? That's very
But
important.
see-
That's why we have him on the show.
I think because our dude doesn't really have an opinion on this, he doesn't watch them, we should pick another question because I think we already know how we stand. Star Wars.
Are we doing a
Star Trek,
trifecta?
We are. Well, because the first one didn't count. It just said take a contrary position.
We
And he
did.
just said-
It just happened right
Yeah, but
now.
we did. He just said I don't watch them.
That was
so-
contrary.
Dude.
It is contrary. It's like I don't watch them.
There's your crappy bowl.
Screw you guys.
Am I
I'm not,
ready
I'm
this
not a
time?
fan.
Yeah, you gotta pick
Okay.
it.
It's my time?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that one. Here. Inner monologue, inner monologue, inner monologue. Okay. So, what was your best Christmas gift ever? And which was your worst Christmas gift ever? Or, what was the worst Christmas gift you've ever seen given?
Okay. This is an interesting question. Best Christmas gift ever. Let's start with our guest here.
Best Christmas gift ever.
That's hard, man. There's like you have
there's
to
a
go
lot of
back
good ones.
into like because there's different, there's adulthood and there's childhood.
Yeah, like
That
I
could
got
be
this
different
cool
things,
toy
man.
as a kid, and as a
Okay,
grown-up, you're like, I got
let's
something
keep the
else.
magic of Christmas and let's go with childhood.
Childhood. Best
We're okay
Christmas
with
gift
that?
as a kid.
Yeah, and worse.
Okay. All
I
right.
think
Or
worse
if-
is easy as a kid.
Yeah.
So, best Christmas gift ever as a child,
Yeah.
teenager,
Okay.
an electric guitar with a name.
Wow, that's, yeah.
I really wanted to learn guitar. My grandfather had this little electric bass in the closet at his place. Whenever we'd go over, I'd always go for the closet, reach for the bass, and practice. And I guess my folks saw that I took interest to it, so. got the
And
Christmas
look where it led to. So, yeah, clearly I
Well,
would
it
see
is the
that as
best
a best
Christmas
gift.
ever.
Absolutely.
No kidding.
The
Damn.
gift of music is a good gift.
All right.
Very, very
What's
nice.
your best?
Oh my God! Why am I always put in this situation where I have to answer a question on this show? Who came up with this idea?
You did.
Yeah. I'd have to think a little bit more than that.
All right, well, I'll...
Do you have one off the?
I do. As a kid, loved, and still do as a grown-up, but Lego.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely freaking loved Lego. I cannot tell you the countless hours of first you get the kit, so you follow the instructions, you build the kit the way it is, you play with it, and then you tear it apart, and I'm going to make my own creation with this thing. And then I'm going to mix this kit with another kit, because I got a lot. And then next thing you know, you're just building these crazy things. I cannot tell you how much joy Lego brought me as a kid. And even as a grown-up, I still play with Lego now.
Lego
I
brings
do.
a lot of joy, but the odd time you can step on a Lego.
Oh, that is true.
That does not bring.
I've
much
learned to
joy.
step lightly.
It brings out choice words.
Yeah, I've learned to step lightly, but yeah, anytime I'd get a Lego kit as a kid, that was just, and I remember Christmas one year, this was, I'm not going to date myself too much, but
No, don't do that.
the space kits had just kind of recently come out.
Not the space race, folks. He's not that old.
No,
it
no,
has
no, no.
nothing to do
The
with
Lego
Apollo
space
missions.
kits, and I remember getting this, and they had like this cool vehicle that was like a lunar thing with like 4 wheels on each side, but like independent suspension kind of flipping over thing. And it was just, and you drove that up to the station, but you put obstacles in the way, and this thing would drive over anything because it was just so damn cool, is all I gotta say. And I absolutely freaking loved it. It was like every time I got one of these kits, I was like over the moon, and I didn't care about any other gift that came in. It was just like, I'm playing with my Lego. You guys do Christmas, I'm doing Lego. That was me.
Awesome.
That was me.
So I'm trying to go through. I've full disclosure, I was very spoiled. Not spoiled in the sense that I got too many gifts. I got very nice gifts on a regular basis.
Fortunate.
So
They were
very
thoughtful,
fortunate, very thoughtful,
personalized gifts.
very personalized. So a lot of my Christmases, it's not that we got a lot of gifts, but it was always very personal. It
Spot
wasn't-
on.
Yeah, so it was never. But here we go. The one that stands out that I completely lost my mind as a child when I received, and I never thought that I would, was the $6 million man action figure.
Oh, is that the one
was
with
that-
the crank on the back
yeah.
for the arm and the little scope
And you
through
had
the
like
eye?
in his arms, you could take
Yeah,
out. Like,
you could roll up the
you
rubber. Oh,
you
yeah.
could build them faster, stronger. Like the whole-
You could
And you
roll
can
up
look
the
in the
rubber
back of
sleeve
his
and
head,
change the
and you can see his
bionics.
bionic eye.
It was like
and-
Farsight and all this thing.
But
Oh yeah.
because it was back in the day when they had the massive action figures, and again, it's never. And as I said, it was very personalized because the $6 million man ruled like.
Oh, yeah.
It was it was
Steve
everything.
Austin. Da, 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 da.
I just loved every single part of that, and the fact that this guy was $6 million. I could live the rest of my life on $6 million.
$6 billion today, but
Today
yeah.
you'd probably buy 2 houses in the Hollywood Hills. But anyways, not even. So when I got that, I still remember how much of an impact it had on me when I opened up the box, and I was like, I was
You were
speechless. I was
trembling.
freaking out. Yeah, I could have ran out in the snow and just screamed. A Wonderful Life when
Yeah.
it comes back, and it's like, hey, this corner store, hi, I'd be like that, running all over the place. Just, I got this toy.
I remember that toy. If you turn the head, it would lock the arm in a position. There was a button on the back, so you'd put a weight in his hand, and you crank the button, and
It was an awesome toy,
You lived
man.
like a 10-ton weight,
Yeah, it
which
was
was
an
just
awesome
a chunk
toy.
of plastic. But yeah, that was an awesome toy.
Yeah.
Good call. All right, so worst
So
gift.
worst. I have 2 things I want to say about that. I'll try to be quick. Worst gift ever was from my grandparents. They gave me a set of pens, like really high-end, nice pens.
How old were you?
Very practical. Early teens. Early
Yeah.
teens. And
Great adult gift.
here's the
horrible teen
thing.
gift.
Full disclosure, folks. My grandparents were both highly educated, very, very intellectual. So education for them was the biggest thing. But I remember when we would hand in, like, it would be, let's say, birthday cards or Christmas cards or whatever, and you'd sign and put a little message, they would correct my messages. They'd go like, okay, no, this doesn't, and I'm like, really? So
Pull out the
them-
red pen. Click, click.
Yes.
Yeah.
So them giving me pens was like, you need to practice more. Kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's a slap in the face, man.
That was the worst gift I ever got. But the worst gift I've ever seen somebody else get, I was invited to a friend's place for their Christmas morning. Like back in the day, we'd go to different houses in the morning, and not just family-wise, for friends. You'd come over, stay there for a bit, and then go to another friend's house.
See what they got.
Yeah, but I showed up when they were the family was about to open gifts, and they said, no, stick around or whatever. So in the family, there were 3 kids. My friend, her older brother, and her younger sister. So they're doing the Christmas exchange thing. Her older brother gives her a box. And it's a big box. She says, holy frick, man, you didn't have to go out, da-da-da-da-da. And she's feeling kind of weird. She didn't get him as something as big. And so she opens up the box. And there's another box.
Oh, yes.
Open, like it
The
just
box in the
continues. So I'm going, okay, this is, already it's going,
It's like the Russian doll
so
syndrome.
either
yeah.
it's going to be super awesome, because you're leading up to it, or it's going to be absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So the very final box was just, he had sewn stuff through a thread through it, so you couldn't even get to the gift. So you had to almost dig through it, and when you got at the very bottom, it looked like a jewelry box.
Oh.
So it pulls out the jewelry box. Okay, this is starting to look good again. Opens up the jewelry box, and it has a penny in it. And she's looking at it and going, that's the penny I owe you.
Wow.
It was like, what? And then nobody got it. For him, it was like an old joke, a comment he had made that she didn't even remember. And I was sitting there going, whoa, this sucks really bad. And like, that's when you feel uncomfortable being,
Right.
and then I'm looking at the parents going,
Awkward.
is this, so that is the I wouldn't say crappiest. There's other choice words I would use right now. But that was a horrible situation to
We're
even
a family,
be
so
in.
we'll stick with crappiest.
But that was horrible.
Plus,
when I
he
saw
ordered that anyway, so it's not even a gift.
No, there's
No,
nothing
that's
else.
terrible.
That's the
That's
only
terrible.
thing. So yeah, those are my
Right.
two things.
So worst you got?
Oh, I don't know that I've had bad gifts. I mean, you know, very fortunate as well. I guess everybody's received a pair of socks. for Christmas.
Yeah. You know what?
That's a classic
Yeah,
bag.
it's practical,
Yeah.
but it's not, you know, it's not. something
I'm
you
going
can-
with you. As a kid, yes, in hindsight, clothes are good, but as a kid, you get a pair of socks, you're like, oh,
Thanks.
yay. That you want the toys as a kid. So as a kid, I agree with you. Clothes that you don't care for
Yeah.
was probably the worst I got. Because other than that, like you, I was actually very fortunate and had good gifts. The crappiest gift, what's the crappiest gift you've seen someone get?
Probably socks.
Same thing. Yeah. I didn't even think about the sock thing, but that's happened as well. Yeah.
It's like
so,
make your own hand puppet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the pen thing, but yeah, socks happened.
The crappiest gift I've seen someone get, this, it's not as bad as the penny, obviously, but this was at a party where it's like joke gift exchange kind of thing. And you know, you basically, everybody has a number, and the first person picks a gift, and the second one either open a new gift or steal from the first, and you can keep going like that. And one of the gifts in there was, you know, you remember, I don't know that they're still around, but those entertainment books that had tons of coupons in them for all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff, right? So
yeah.
they're localized. Great. Only,
There's
It
coupons
was-
missing.
no. It was a book from the previous year. It was expired.
Oh, that's worse.
So none of the coupons were applicable.
I can't use this.
It's basically here's a stack of paper.
Here's stuff
cannot
you could have
use.
done.
But technically there was still because this was a party like on say the 21st or something. So technically you had about 10 days left to use these coupons before they
Mad
expired.
dash before the end of
Yeah,
the year to
but I'm
spend.
like, what? Basically, you had this book, you never use it. You said, "I'm going to get rid of it."
It's a re-gift.
It's a re-gift, clearly.
I've been to
That's
some of
never
those
been
parties,
used.
actually.
But you have basically a week
Yeah.
and a half left to try to cash in on any of this stuff before it expires, and you're like, "What a crappy gift!"
Yeah,
to
yeah.
give.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Sweet.
Crappy gift.
Crappy gift. So
Crappy
let that be a
holiday
lesson to
series.
whoever's planning this holiday season. Do not give pennies. Socks are great for grown-ups, but not for kids. Don't re-gift expired crap.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's just horrible.
So now you gotta, you could chime into that as well. So we got the Star Wars thing, the debate you can jump into, or you can actually share
What's the worst gift you've
Best
had?
gift, worst
Go
gift.
on.
worst gift. I like the worst one. I want to hear those stories.
Yeah.
So someone else to share, go for it.
All right.
So
One last thing, I want to circle back a bit to Dzuud here. One question I didn't ask because I've been curious. I've only recently become aware of the Vice Parade and their awesome music. Where does the name come from?
Interesting question.
Oh.
So the Vice Parade name, I think, was dreamt up by Jean, our singer, and essentially it's about imagine a group of revelers, parading their worst vices.
Yeah.
So it's a parade of
Drunken debauchery and all these other
Name
things.
it.
Yeah.
Everybody has a vice.
Yes.
So
Everybody has more than one. Let's be honest.
celebrating the that side of life, I
The
suppose.
diversity of vice.
I like that because let's be honest, anybody who pretends they're so pious and clean and has no vice are absolutely full of it. We all have something we indulge in that we really shouldn't, and we're happy
Whoa,
we do.
whoa.
What?
Shouldn't. You definitely should. What the hell? Don't
In
take that
moderation.
away.
That's another
In
debate.
moderation.
In moderation.
What?
But this is a parade. This is a celebration
Yeah, so the
of these
celebration of the moderation, right?
So-
So the rest of the year you're being moderate, and then
vices.
when it comes to the
I'm
parade,
going to celebrate
you're just all
craft
out.
beer.
Hey?
I'm going to celebrate craft beer.
Oh, okay. That's you're gonna be on your parade.
There you go. That's one of my. I'm not going to mention the other vices, but I'm going to celebrate craft beer.
Okay, so before we take off, any last words? Like where can people find you if they want to listen to your music?
Yeah.
Because I want to do something. If you don't mind, we'll set it up. But I'd like to play at least one of your videos after the show, so we'll
Sure.
leave with one of your videos. But before we do, where can they find you again?
Okay, so you can find us on, follow us on Facebook. That's where we'll probably post more videos than on other channels. We also have most of our songs on YouTube, and of course you can stream us on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. So check it out. We have a bunch of tunes, way more to come.
Nice.
So thanks for following.
And all original, by the way.
all original.
Yeah, yeah.
It's huge.
While we
Yeah.
saw Dzuud do a cover, they do a lot of original.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the song we're going to play now, this is an original video. This is an original Christmas song, I believe, from Vice Parade.
Yeah, well, let's get in the spirit, right?
Yeah.
It's almost Christmas. Christmas is coming. We happen to have two Christmas songs.
Christmas
Two.
songs.
Yeah. So this one, what are we going to show you here? The first one or the second one?
Dealer's choice.
It's up to you. We can just let
We're
it
going
roll.
to show you the first Christmas song that we did, which was called "Weird Christmas." We wrote that right in smack in the middle of the pandemic, and it's. I hope you enjoy it. Here it is.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming
Dzuud.
out.
Thank you very much to you guys.
We'll
To
see
the
you
Vice
next time.
Parade.
Stick around. Watch this video. It's coming right now.
Subscribe to Lazy Boy Nights.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. See you next time.
Cheers.
Watch this.